Music Management Committee, Creamery Novelties, Live a Little, Harris Payne's The Champions of Color, The Computer Store, Quartz bringing value home, Grace Tropical Rhythms Juices.
Oh, I've got this feeling to high five the sun, dance in the rain, and have my scoop of fun. I'm on my way to flavor my day with something new, and I've got room for you. Let loose and live a little, get close and share a little, give in and taste a little. You'll fall in love with Creamery Novelties. Love life and live a little, get close and share a little, give in and taste a little. You'll fall in love with Creamery Novelties.
Enjoy Creamy Novelties ice cream, distributed by Ferrens Foods. Live a little.
The ultimate tent in one juggling in collaboration with the Carnival Music Management Committee present Big Bad Soccer, Paint and Powder, Mad Thing, Sunday, June 29th, Sufra Stadium, Lucian Soccer at its best. Sulphur City, we're coming to you. Team Tension, Monster, Orion, Fire, Azuri Fun Machine, Nerdy and Mika, Browns and Mata, Ricky T, Shiggy, Arthur, Kuya, Hollywood HP, Grapple, Bounty Hype, Prada, Shannon King, all backed up by the Impulse Band. Admission $25 at the gate. Soccer, the ultimate tent. Big Bad Soccer, Paint and Powder. I come out here to get miserable. Sunday, June 29th, 2 p.m. at the Super Stadium, sponsored by Quartz, Petrolax, Lucas Z, Campari, KFC, Hot FM, Pleasant FM, MBC, Peter, Ezon, Island Sound, Sag Computers Incorporated, UTV, and Radio Caribbean International. This event is licensed by Echo.
Are you a small business owner looking for dependable IT support? Then look no further. TCS has the solutions to all your IT needs. Our experienced and qualified team of IT professionals has all your IT solutions. We provide wired and wireless networking, point of sale solutions, network security, data backup and recovery solutions, desktops and laptops, computer hardware and software, computer accessories, inks, toners, and much more. Don't let IT solutions cripple your operations or your ability to serve your clients. Call us today at 450-4638 or visit us on the ground floor of the American Drywall Building at Vidbutai. The Computer Store, meeting your demands in the IT world.
Who's a little man with a lot to offer? He is the Harris Benz man who sells the best for less in so many colors. He is the Harris Benz man for a better pain and a better price. Check the little man for some soft advice. If you're raining inside, outside, you'll be satisfied when you use Harris Benz. If you're raining inside, outside, you'll be satisfied when you use Harris Benz.
And we're back from our section in the Caribbean Sun. Good morning, Teddy.
Good morning to all. Good morning, everyone. On a morning when it would be perhaps an active weekend, perhaps perverse to start with anything but results. Results for the qualifiers for the semi-finals. The qualifinals ended last Wednesday. The results for the qualifiers for semi-finals. Go ahead.
Semi-finals.
Alphabetical order, right?
Yes, you're right. Ashe from TOT Soca Village. Carlton Roberts from TOT Soca Village. Divine. Kaiso Pros Tent. Educator. Fire One. Her Black. TOT Soca Village. Juice Man. TOT Soca Village. Jürgen. Kaiso Pros Tent. Lushan. South Calypso Tent. Minel from the South Calypso Tent. Mighty Sizzler, Fire One, Mystic, Kaiso Pros Tent, Nashel, TOT Soca Village, Ready, Fire One, Robert, TOT Soca Village, Robbie, Fire One, Solange, Fire One, TC Brown, Kaiso Pros Tent, Tikaro, TOT Soca Village. We do that again?
Yep.
Ashe, TOT Soca Village.
Tell them they join there. That's the qualifiers for the semi-finals. Qualifinals ended on Wednesday. the judge, they pass on the results. This morning, just released the qualifiers for the semi-finals.
Ashe, TOT Soca Village. Carlton Roberts, TOT Soca Village. Divine, Kaiso Pros Tent. Educator, Fire One. Her Black, TOT Soca Village. Juice Man, TOT Soca Village. Jürgen, Kaiso Pros Tent. Lushan, South Calypso Tent. Minel, South Calypso Tent. Mighty Sizzler, Fire One. Mystique, Kaiso Pros Tent. Nashel, TOT Soca Village. Ready, Fire One. Robert, TOT Soca Village. Robbie, Fire One. Solange, Fire One. TC Brown, Kaiso Pros Tent. Tikaro, TOT Soca Village.
18 qualified. Of course, you're going to read it a couple more times. You know, people joining all the time and will send the phone crazy wanting the results. So we'll do it a few more times on the program for. I you enjoy reading them results, you know.
Yeah.
And you know, people.
Yeah.
It's not
I see
written.
some of my people in there. Yeah.
Well, the and people joining, and it's a list of 18. You want to make sure to hear it again to see the names they're looking for, who's in, who's out, who is. You have strength to read that one more time, Ava?
Yeah, man,
Last
let's
time,
walk it.
last time.
How you been?
Semi-final qualifier.
Yeah, man. Ashe, TOT Soca Village. Carlton Roberts, TOT Soca Village. Divine, Kaiso Pros Tent. Educator, Fire One. Her Black, TOT Soca Village. Juice Man, TOT Soca Village. Jürgen, Kaiso Pros Tent. Lushan, South Calypso Tent. Minel, South Calypso Tent. Mighty Sizzler, Fire One. Mystique, Kaiso Pros Tent. Nashel, TOT Soca Village. Ready, Fire One. Robert, that's Robert.
Ready.
Right. TOT Soca Village. Robbie, Fire One. Solange, Fire One. TC Brown, Kaiso Pros Tent. Tikaro, TOT Soca Village.
Right, there you are, the 10th of the bragging rights now who got more into the semi-finals. It becomes, we're starting from scratch, of course. That's why often the CPMC and so CMMC don't release the order, the number of points and the order. Each artist entitled to get their points and the scores from the judges, their comments. In fact, each tent leader gets a full lot for his tent members, but they're not allowed to get the others. I guess the idea behind that, Claude Paul, is that they want to start from scratch and not influence this next panel of judges. A few things to put in place and to make clear. One, that under the rules, no one is allowed to judge successive stages, layers of the competition. So you cannot judge quarters and semis or semis and finals. Is that confirmed?
Yeah. Good morning, everyone. And
Morning.
Teddy, absolutely correct. We are at the point where we have released the names of the qualifiers for semi-finals. Of course, we anticipate, the usual back and forth on these matters. Who should have gotten through? Who didn't get through? And so, but it's the judge's decision. We always stress here on Vaval Central and from the CMMC's point of view that we believe in the collective wisdom and we trust the process and we go through with what we are given by the judges, and we wish all the qualifiers the best of luck in the next phase.
Right. As we established that you do not have the same panel, so they start from scratch in every sense. A fresh competition, semi-finals. The points don't get carried away by the points you got carried away or daunted by the points of placing you got earlier on. You find out from the judges' comments what you did wrong, what you didn't do, and then you start from scratch, drawing board. Of course, there is the flexibility in the Calypso competition to add lines to your songs, to introduce a new song, all that part of the intrigue, Claude, as you go through in competition. In fact, up until the last night, you can change 2 songs if you so desire. And so there's that flexibility. Of course, Claude Paul still yet to answer why that does not obtain for soca, but I guess the answer, he's a calculating man. He'll get an answer. He's not defending or anything. That you inherited those rules, right, Claude?
Yeah, because the soca is a song competition, and the rules clearly state that it's a song competition as opposed to the calypso, which is we don't get into those details. Plus, the convention has been that the Calypsonians change their songs sometimes. Right.
So here's a chance to imprint your legacy, Claude, by maybe with consensus amending the rule. The Claude Paul legacy. But
Teddy, you are the legacy man.
You catch me that way. I walk right into that one. The great Claude. So, the debate as to why there is not flexibility for soca people. We have legends in the house, the one and only, the great, I mean to call him that, the great Alison Marquis, one of the greatest arrangers in the history of St. Lucia, a great man. You lost your partner Lenny Stone recently, boy, Alison.
Boy,
you know?
I tell you.
So
I'm happy that you brought that up.
Yes.
I was planning to mention that.
Yes, everybody, unless you're on Mars or Jupiter, 8 o'clock on the morning after. We told you Friday morning results on Vaval Central, 8 o'clock.
Yes,
if you didn't listen, that means you're on Mars or Jupiter where you can get signal. I mean, you ready, you have to turn to the Carnival St. Lucia page in just a bit. It'll be on there in detail to go through the list, and then you could then see. I know people figure out who was omitted, who didn't make it, and so on. But the list again, I will be kind in about 10 minutes to run through it one final time as we go through. But maybe we should start line up. What are we doing first? Alison's last year's tune, a little bit of it. At one, yeah. Alison's tune.
We shall.
Yeah, that's what he played last year. We shall hope, but
Let me get it.
but we have to go. Yeah, you remember he playing the test tune first. So there's I'll tell you exactly where it's queued. I can give you on the WhatsApp the cue for it, way into the song. But you don't want to go through all the test tune part,
Right. Right.
The great Alison Marquis tune.
So I try to access it there. Right. Right. So what you want it from? We just started through 6 we're not going through the whole thing.
Yeah, but that's the test tune.
There's a warm-up.
That's the warm up. You don't go with the warm up tune.
Okay. All
We're
right.
about
Well, we
5,
had
6
Lucian
minutes.
line up, eh? We had Lucian. We're not going to Lucian now.
Lucian and also Reddy. We'll start with Reddy, who is the fact making. Alison Marquis, you're just confirming the tune you're playing for this year's competition is the song by Reddy, right?
Yeah, run.
Run, Juju, run. So let's run that, Iowa. Run, Juju, run by Reddy. Once you have it, you let me know.
We have it.
So just bear in mind that is a competition tune by the defending champion. How many times now you've won, Alison? How many times now? You lost count, boy?
All or in a row?
In a row. Yeah, in a row.
6.
6 in a row. Going for 7. Did I forget to the 7? I forgot to 7. He got beaten on the 7th attempt?
Yes.
Right. So, mindful of that. The fellas, like the 7. Fellas coming for you. Alison has won 6 consecutive. You won about 2 before that? Or 1 or 2?
Yeah,
about 2 before that. About 8 crowns. Alison Marquis, genius, arranger, and pan player, musician, a virtuoso musician. He has won 6 in a row, going for the 7th. Alison, in the past years, you've played kind of classic calypsos in recent times, right?
Yeah. Things like Suzette, One Day's Work, Walk on Wine.
You played this classic, and this year you decided. How did you decided to compose that tune? You weren't happy collaborating?
Well, I'll tell you what. In 2012, we had Laverne painting the skies, and what happened? In 2011, we won for the first time because it used to be just between North Stars and Diamond Steel. For the first time in 2011, another band won.
Panorama.
Yes, so I said, well, but you must always keep trying, never say never,
Right, okay.
And then I asked Happy to write a tune about Never Say Never. Happy already. Just tell him something and boom.
I know that tune. Minel sang that.
Yeah, he sang that and then she sang that, and we won again in 2012.
Right.
And here we are now. Juju winning something, so I said, Happy, we have another one, And I told Happy, just write something for Juju, I go play it.
Right.
And that was it. And he just came up.
Let's run it, Iowa. Reddy has, in fact, made it to the semi-finals. Interesting. Yeah. And there was a time when that was very much in vogue. T.C. Brown pioneered it, of singing a song in competition for Diamond Steel. Remember, about 4 or 5 years, he sang the competition tune for Diamond Steel in competition, making it familiar to the public. That technique being used by Alison and Liam Jabatis, Reddy singing a song that has got us through to the semi-finals, a popular tune this year, getting good response. Go, Iowa, the competition tune.
Run, ooh-wee, run, way on, ooh-wee, run. La scientist run off with the monarchy.
Blue judges away with his juju gun. Well, this year 25 I done set and ready. No more juju gun, now it's juju run. She take off on the track like a rocket. Juju's not a gun but a bullet. Win first medal, silver and gold. It was dedication and discipline, daily sacrifice and hard training. Juju, fastest in the world. That's why I tell you to run, run, to run. The whole nation behind you. Run, run, to run. Shakari cannot find you. Run, to run. Wait, run for all of the world to see. Why you make only big history? Run, Juju, my girl, Juju, run. The fastest woman in the world. You are we golden girl. Run, Juju, my girl, Juju, run. Run. Ooh-wee. Run. Wait. Run. Ooh-wee. Run. Check how big shotgun business running amok. Young men in a race to cross through Hell's Gate. Rather than run big guns to the youths on the block, you give them a model to emulate. People just run for all kind of causes. Losing weight, cancer, diabetes. Run one to end gun violence. To stop the useless death and injury. 6 and 7 gangsters in fury. Juju, run down this nonsense. The young men will follow. Run, run, Juju, run. Michael, run to put a stop. Run, run, Juju, run. No more justice by gunshots. Run, Juju, run. Wait, run with grace and agility to make non-violent history. Run, Juju, Michael, Juju, run. The fastest woman in the world. You are we golden girl. Run, Juju, Michael, Juju, run. Run.
Run, Juju, Teddy.
Ready to Teddy? Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm on fire today.
Let me tell you, the results in the excitement start when you reach semi-finals, Poppy, and then we go in towards the next weekend is fire. You talk about fire? Yeah. That's soca semis, but it's open and wide and open. You have to fight for your place over the Cultural Center yard. But we at the semis saying good morning to all the lovers of Carnival. We'll go through all the activities coming up. A big lime at Point Self, and they have the Duive growing all the time. That's the big lime after work, 5 o'clock. Invasion Band and several artists there. It will be hot over at Duive. Maury's are on at Corinth and a number of other limes for the Friday afternoon. Though speaking of Alison Markey, we're going to run his tune, his winning performance from last year, as he confirmed. This song by Reddy is in fact what he will be playing for competition, and we'll be hearing a piece of his tune. Alison Markey doesn't have the time to come to Calypso Tense, but no doubt he knows good competition tunes as he goes through. Interesting points about the qualifying, about Poppy alluded to changing tunes, that they're allowed to change the tunes as much as they want. Not very often. The big one, the bomb song as they call it, changing the song, a new song on the night of finals. Not many have done it well. Among the exponents of it, Invader and Pep notably have done it. Invader with King Tonight was one of the notable ones.
That was in a King of Kings.
No. You can't correct Teddy Francis. King Tonight was in Marshall. Right, you must listen. Bobby. You get lawyers letter, you know. Yeah, King Tonight was, in the King was Just As I Am. Right. You get it right, Bobby. All right, Claude. You're forgiven. Yeah. Right.
Wow.
And the Invader, of course, it was a one night. The King of Kings, he had to do it that night. And Pep had it the most recent when he did Don't Be Afraid of the Doctor. Remember at the SAB, I think the first year at the SAB, he had that one. Then he had before that Taking a Chance. That's in 2009 or so. He had Taking a Chance Tonight. Not one of the strongest years, but he came with a new song, Taking a Chance, and in fact won on the night. I think Pep has done it 3 times. bring a new song on the night of finals and to go through it and win. Many people have tried it and maybe placed or not worked at all. Ashanti tried it with Unity, Caribbean Unity. He had won twice in a row with Lucian Population and Alcoholics, and the next year he had, remember 1991, the second year he had Poppy, tell me, Shanti tell them so, and Jail. Right, and Jail. He won, and the third year, controversially, some thought that Black had edged him out with the two big ones, One Day's Work and Calypso Jail. It was very close. For once, the grassroots fans were split. They were in thing for. So that's 90 and 91, Ashanti winning. And the third year he came with AIDS, and he tried the Caribbean Unity on the night. It didn't work. It's a song perhaps, sometimes a song needs to be played during the season to grow. And some can do the one shot. It didn't work as a one shot song, and Ashanti was dethroned then that night. But we'll see whether anybody has what the writer for Desrel will play his second song and a little later. He says that he has the Immigrant one that he released first about the veiled attack on Trump and the USA.
Veiled attack.
Yeah, let me take out the attack. Next thing Trump, I'm listening. I didn't say, you said Poppy said that, not me. Trump embassy is not me saying that. Trump. Why they have them words, them coded words there, not me. Poppy that said about attacking Trump. I take that back. I didn't see that. Not me. Desrel attacking Trump, not me. Right. Let me clarify because when thing being monitored in. For that's paranoid in this age, Let me tell you. So the veil.
I feel attacked here, Iwan. Help me, Iwan.
Yeah. So Desrel with his song about the migration issues in the USA, and the second one there about who is the GOAT, the greatest of all time. He has sung two verses, and the writer is hinting that the third and fourth verse will be released on the night of finals. They can only be released on the night of finals. So obviously, who is the GOAT? Who is the greatest of all time? That's what it's alluding to. So there's some suspense there as to what it will. A twist somewhere. Right. Yeah. So the reigning monarch, you have it, Iwa? He has done one tune. No, we're not going yet. Immigrant, and the second one is saying who's the greatest. He's teased with two verses, and the third and fourth will come on the night. We'll get to that. But Alison Mackey is here for Pan. By what the troubling bad. You want a last time to read the
let me go.
You're troubling me for them results.
Yeah, man, let me go, Teddy. We're doing it.
Yeah. The qualifiers for semi-final. Final time.
All right.
We'll do it at 9 o'clock, at 9:30
again. Yeah. Alphabetical order, Teddy. Ashe, TOT Soca Village. Carlton Roberts, TOT Soca Village. Divine, Kaiso Pros Tent. Educator, Fire One. Her Black, TOT Soca Village. Juice Man, TOT Soca Village. Jürgen, Kaiso Pros Tent. Lucian, South Calypso Tent. Minel, South Calypso Tent. Mighty Sizzler from Fire One. Mystic, Kaiso Pros Tent. From the TOT Soca Village. Nashel, Fire One. Ready, Robert, TOT Soca Village. Robbie, Fire One. Solange, Fire One. TC Brown, Kaiso Pros Tent. Tikaro, TOT Soca Village.
Yeah.
I like us Tikaro in there because he wasn't in the next side there. So
yeah.
Oh God, I would have a low blow.
Yeah.
Low?
Yeah,
my partner, boy. It's my partner.
That is Picon between partners. And Carol could take the Picon where you can give to, of course, the response. Let's say we'll hear in a while in the chat what the fans say in the chat. The Vaval Central Pines, what he's saying about the results, what they like it. Karen, good morning. Burns and Company in the chat. We appreciate the loyal listening. Lyndon Arnold and Company, who are always on that chat. Really, don't forget to share the live, share the program, keep sharing it with your friends as they go through. Of course, you have songs like The Will. Remember when Pep was going away to study, and he said he left the will to his son. Calypso Farewell might have been 1-2 that night. I need to verify whether he reached it only on that night. In Calypso Farewell, there's a nice line, a couple of nice lines in that song, Poppy. Pep in his Calypso Farewell, he's saying he's going to study and he's leaving, right? Calypso Farewell, he has a line where he had been about twice. Pep got bottles on the stage. Remember, they found him unpopular. They wanted Ashanti or Who Black to win. Twice it happened to him, right? And so he sang in that song that Calypso Farewell, he loves Calypso. Nice little touching melody. And he says, they give me bottles, right? Calypso, I'm the heart of Calypso, they give me bottles on stage. St. Lucians threw bottles at me. But when I went to Trinidad a few months later and beat all the trainees in the Calypso, they had this same bottle, but bottles of champagne celebrating. I like the play on bottles,
that
you know.
was good.
Bottles to bottles. You peel bottles at me, now you have a bottle of champagne celebrating me, you know. That was a nice little dig then, you know, well woven, well written too at the time. We must go through money on the lines, you know.
That's a good place.
So cool, happy, and so one of the best play and word I ever said, we must get that song, is Happy's Tom Chu.
Yes.
Thomas.
Oh, but that was-
Thomas and Tom Chu, the play on these words. I'm happy was down to 4 verses, you know what I'm saying? The man end with right through Us and Chu, Tom Us and Tom Chu, the controversial. Yeah. So Alison, how has it been going so far? Alison Markey, leader of the six consecutive champion Cots Babano. How is it going so far? Preparation. How many players you beating with?
The max.
The max, which is
The max is about 85.
85.
In fact, we were trying to lobby to get 90.
Woo!
No, because
Make
you
it
have,
bigger,
you
yeah.
have a lot of youngsters who
Right, who want to play, yeah.
want to play. So
Right.
we're trying to lobby, but
I guess you're trying to keep some parity. If some of the bands can't get to, you don't want one band to be too big.
well, whatever reason, I don't know.
But you feel the
I'm not-
panorama
I'm not
should
trying to-
could grow by now. Should
Yeah,
go to 90.
it should, because you're denying youngsters, you know.
Yeah, the chance to play.
Yeah, and they look at Cos Babylon and they figure that's the band.
They want to play.
And parents looking at the band too, in terms of when they look at the band as an organization, they see that there's discipline there is a certain standard of deportment and behavior.
Right.
So all parents want good for their kids. I'm not saying the other bands, but they look at Babylon and
As a good model.
all of them want to go there. So
Yeah.
so you find,
And I guess the structure and the program, I see people
Yeah.
like Torty and Crystal and so going in that direction also. Library,
Yes,
well
yes.
organized. I find there's a lot of structure now. A program of juniors on to
Yeah,
seniors
yeah.
and structure. Torty, Allison, Library. I must say to the bands, I'm very impressed. The program is not just
Yeah.
coming to play for Panorama. The
Yeah,
structure, the
yeah,
discipline, and the physical surroundings to your setting, a proper shared is
all
all
that,
part of the
yeah,
attraction,
yeah.
you know. Alison, how do you keep sharp? The guys are gunning for you for years now. You keep sharp. Reminded that you're one of the best jazz players on St. Lucia, already versatile and a genuine musician. How do you keep sharp for Panorama, not to get flat and complete?
I don't really study the competitors really. I love music and I am always studying. I'm always trying to keep abreast of what's going on, trying to listen to all of the classical music, jazz, because musically that's one of the highest forms of music. So you try to put stuff in your brain and hopefully you'll spit out something when the time comes to arrange. Yeah. That's how I do it. I don't really, and I just look at the song and try to explore the song that I have at hand to the maximum. That's it.
All the musicians I've met throughout the Caribbean, I remember meeting Aturo tapping in Barbados, people like Boington, speak very highly of you. They consider you a genius musically as a player, but also arranger. And so, Alison, I knew I was your prefect at St. Mary's College.
Yeah.
You want to be an
I used to be badly at school?
No, you're quiet for
okay,
them. Not
okay,
speaking
right,
at
cool,
all.
thanks.
In a bright class. You're Richard Frederick class, in fact.
Yeah.
In 2S, right?
4S, I think.
Yeah. In 2S, I had you're like Roger Joseph and so. But
Yeah,
I'm telling you, so I know you then were an engineer. Where did the music come from? I never.
No, well, I was a musician long before I was an engineer.
Okay,
I was into music from 13.
Zorro taught you?
No, we started together.
Zorro is your brother, right?
Yeah.
So
But we started.
You know Zorro is his brother, Pupi? Zorro, the one time Calypsonian, the Indian. Oh, horse, yeah.
Yeah, man.
Ricky's a CIA. Yeah. Remember that song, Iva? The great Zorro. In fact, Marius Wilson used to write for him.
Yeah.
And he wasn't so good as a vocalist performer. When Marius discovered Morgie, he said, Zorro, this is my songs. I gave that to Morgie instead, you know? So Zorro is Alison's brother. Alison, so you honed your skills, but was there formal music training or you learned on your own?
Yeah. I remember in Form 3, the first thing I wanted to do was to learn to read music. Okay. And there's a guy called Roberts. I can't remember his first name now. He used to go to St. Mary's and he used to learn piano and he used to read. So I asked him to teach me to read.
Okay.
And he started teaching me. And then I bought a little book, Rudiments of Music. And then when the music school was established, I went there. And Harry, you remember Harry, a short white fella? I don't know if you ever met him. He was there for quite a while. So I went under his wing and he taught me how to read and started studying classical forms and stuff.
Right.
And I did that advanced diploma. I think I'm probably the only person with that qualification here. And it's not because I'm the brightest person. It's just because I knew him and he knew of it and he asked me to write it.
Right.
But unfortunately, he died before I finished the study, so I had to continue on my own, but I barely made it.
Right.
Yeah, so that advanced diploma. But apart from that, it's about listening and analyzing what's going on. I think I probably am a little fortunate. I can hear something and have enough theory in my head to just say, oh, that's what that is, that's what that is, that's what that is. And it's about listening and listening and listening, and that's what it is for me.
Yeah. When the stall was the major exponents here speak, that's what they say, Alison, that both the theory and the actual practical, that you're really very sharp. This thing, not many have that combination, you know. Some guys just have the manually dexterous, the skillful, but the concepts and the thing of music and theory, they're not so grounded. So that's part of the reason Alison Marquis has won all his titles for Coach Babono. He's humble, he's modest, but he will not say he's a genius. He'll not say it to himself.
No, I'm just a hard worker.
Yes,
no.
and you do put in the hard work. I see in your band, I'm sensing that they leave you to do a lot of the music, and people like Marilyn McDonald take care of all logistics, so you're not tied up with that. Is that the case?
Yes, that is true. But right now, the band is almost like a dream team, and I'll tell you how. I come up with the music, but I don't just give it to the players. Marilyn's son, who's the captain, that's Jamil. I call him my quality control guy.
Okay.
So I'd send the music to him. He's like a pundit in a sense. He listens to a lot of panorama. He knows, he can hear a part and tell, hey, that's from there or that's from there.
Right.
Even sometimes I might come up with a part and he might tell me, hey, but that's from what you did last year.
Okay.
You know, and I'll say, seriously? And then, because I don't go back, you know, and I say, okay, maybe I should just change that around.
Right.
So we have that. And then you have Marilyn, obviously, working tirelessly.
As a manager.
As manager, I call her almost chief cook and bottle washer, really. She does from managing to cleaning.
Everything, yeah.
Yes, and then you have some youngsters now who can read music. So all I do, I send the music to them after, we call him Bubbles, that's Jamil. After he gives me the okay, I'll send it to people like Aitesh, who is from Stasids, the whole of Stasids band, actually.
In
Babono. And then we have Christine Udovic, that's another one. So these people, they could read. So I send it to them. I would send it to them from my home. And within, let's say, half an hour, and I'm living close to the Panyard, within half an hour when I reach there, your hand parts running already, you know.
Okay,
they're teaching people already. So it puts me under pressure because before I used to be teaching everybody myself.
Right.
So I would have some time. I say, okay, they won't have time, get that, give me a week. But within 2 days, I have to come up with more parts.
Okay, because they've learned it already.
Yes, so you find that puts a kind of pressure on me. So the efficiency, in a sense, of with which the music is distributed now, it takes a toll on me. Okay. So it's a kind of paradoxical kind of thing, if you understand.
It helps you, but it puts pressure on you at the same time.
Yeah, because they're hungry. When you reach there, they have that, you know, like last night, for example, I said, okay, we put down the end.
Right.
So I said, okay, it might take 2 days to get that end, and then that'll give me some time. What? We put on the end last night already.
Yeah, really sharp.
Yeah.
And you've seen improvement in your preparation for Panorama, much more advanced than you used to be in past years. Like now, at this stage now, are you more advanced than you would have been in past years?
Yeah, and it's just because of the team, the help.
The team.
It's just because of that.
Yeah.
So right now, I think the only limitation is my imagination, honestly.
Okay.
That's what I think it is.
The players can play just what
they can play anything.
Anything you send them.
Yeah.
And Alison, the growth of PAN in your fraternity, not only your band, the knowledge acquired, the growth, the understanding of music, the musicianship at our level in Steel Band, have you felt it grow over the years? Are you feeling the growth where people are more accomplished musically?
For my band, for sure.
For your band? Yeah.
I could tell you. I am not sure what... I know Pantime has some, if I should mention. Pantime has, because I've worked with them all the time. Pantime has players that could interpret. You give them stuff, they interpret too.
Yeah,
and
people like Crystal.
And fantastic.
Yeah, Crystal and so on as a team.
Too.
So there is the growth. Before it was just players playing raw from by ear, instinct and so on. You're seeing that music, theory-wise and technique-wise, that there is the improvement.
And I mean there is room for more improvement because when you go to places like Japan, you know you have people. Although I'm not a big fan of having a music sheet in front of you. I'm not a big fan of that.
That's not fun.
I'm not a big fan of that. But at least in terms of getting the music, the efficiency.
Right.
You know, so.
There used to be exchange. Tell us of the Caribbean exchange. I was very proud to be in Trinidad Carnival a few times and see so many St. Lucian players. I know they're well respected. Sometimes about 40 players used to go over there and play in the different bands. And my Trini friends always told me that the St. Lucians were respected. They learned the tunes very quickly and they were very much part. Some of them still do go on part of Panorama, go in a week before and learn the tune. And you also have players. Tell us of that exchange. You still have players coming. How many foreign players you have this year?
That's a secret.
A secret, all right. But what's the limit you're allowed?
The limit is 16% of your total number.
16%,
I think it's 16%.
Yeah. And where is that count done? On the 90 passport and ID? When is that count done to see how many foreigners you have in your band?
No, you have to declare it.
Declare it.
You,
So
you
if,
declare it on the form.
right. And if
Right.
you found somebody challenges, then
Yeah, well, I think you have a couple. You probably have a penalty or something.
okay, all right. Yeah.
Yeah.
So 16%.
I think it's 16%.
Your players are
I
mostly
stand
from
corrected.
Trinidad. Your players are mostly
Yeah,
from where?
mostly from Trinidad. Although we have a Grenadian who's living here, and he just popped in. He said, hey, I can play it. Yeah. So he's just there, and we have a Japanese who's living here. Well, he's on some attachment. Yeah.
Right. Okay. So
We had one
national-
last year and one. So
Yeah. I see people like big panmen like Larry and Stu jump in. Panman Imran Simmons, he jumps in sometimes to play with you.
Well, he did that in 2018. I think he probably heard the tune and he said
He liked it,
he just
yeah.
wanted the challenge.
Yeah.
But
your good friends Diamond Steel coming back ahead on the way
yeah,
back.
yeah, I understood.
You looking forward to that?
Yeah, man. The more competition, the better.
Yeah.
It's good for the art form. Maybe you probably have some Diamond Steel fans. Probably I don't know who they probably stayed away because
the
Diamond
players
Steel
will
not
stay
there,
away for
so-
almost 10 years now because I know them.
Yeah.
They have not played with anybody. They're just waiting for Diamond Steel to come
Well,
back.
exactly. So that'll be good.
Yeah.
I just wanted to mention quickly that Larry was the one who produced the tune.
The recording for this year.
Yeah, for the radio, not obviously not the live thing, but
Yeah,
then,
the radio version. We
he
played
did-
it early on.
Yeah,
He did it.
He did a good job. Yeah, I
Yeah.
asked him to.
Okay, very good.
So you see, it's about collaboration. It does not matter which band you're from. Once I see there is talent anywhere and we can collaborate,
Yeah.
it's for the
Have you ever
better.
played in Trinidad, that Panorama thing? Have you ever yourself
Yeah,
gone
well, when
over?
I was studying there,
Yeah.
I think I did it 1 year.
Right. How was that for you? I know you like your own show, man. You like your own show.
No, I just did it. In fact, Ivan was there that
Ivan
year,
Smith.
and let me give Ivan a little peekong. So the two of us went, and I learned the tune, and Ivan ended up not playing. He learned the tune too, and he ended up not playing.
Okay, not playing. Yeah, it happened. It's a good experience. Let's get a little tease. We're speaking to the leader of the Courts Babano Steel Band. The Courts has really been loyal to you all, you know, and you're
Yeah.
loyal to Courts. A long partnership.
It's a symbiotic thing.
Yes, very good. Very good. Let's run over the tune that they destroyed the competition with last year. What they played, John T. And again, John T. had just passed. Then they played "We Shall Hope" by John T. Right?
Yes.
steel band boy, top steel band on Vaval Central. We mentioned Sikra, I talk about Sikra or Sikra Panya. That's where I learned to play pan. Where you learn to play pan? Which Panya you're based in? You go and say in a while. In a while, I come back to you. You had several Panyards? I don't know. I ask, no, a simple question.
Why you interfering?
No, I just ask you. That's not a fair question, Iwa?
Very fair.
I assume he played pan as a big carnival man.
Yeah.
I learned in Sikra Panyard.
Now tell me he played
5 yards away from my
told me he played
my grandmother, my Edward. You know, Iwa, we grew up in Tong.
That's right.
My grandmother, my father, Fanwa, Auntie Claudia, Uncle Paul. We were next to Derek Walcott, we were next to Boeingson, next to Sikra. So in there, as a little boy, you learn pan.
Pan around the neck.
It took pan around the neck, right?
Me too, too.
All right, okay. Whatever you say, Bobby. Great. We go into Bobby, you're the best, you know. We go into Alison Markey. Alison, often we hear in the arrangements, they ask that you do arrangements, but explain to the layman, you ought not to go far from the theme, the motive, and so on in the song. Explain to them that though you do all your fancy arrangements, they must still recognize that you have to go back.
That's
explain to them in as simple terms as you can.
So that is why it's important to be very selective about the tune.
Mm-hmm.
The tune has to have what you call you want to call it readily identifiable elements that you could take to develop, you know. And I mean, you could really go to town on it, but sometimes you have to limit yourself. You have to be disciplined to say, okay, I can do all that, but to a certain point. So that's what it is. Taking the identifiable elements of the tune, making more music out of it without losing the essence of the song or without losing the audience. Basically, that's what the challenge is.
Yeah, and I see it was done quite well in that tune. You did the John T. We Shall Hop. Really a good challenge. You're still using some foreign judges, a mixture of local and foreign judges.
Yeah.
And what is thinking behind that? You think the fraternity?
I suspect it might probably do to help eliminate or minimize bias, maybe.
But there's a question of familiarity of the tune. Example, the way a Gregory Piper would know that tune, would know it, not just learn it a few days before, know it and to identify the parts and your treatment of it. Does a foreign judge have enough time? How much time do you have to get from?
Well, we try to submit the tune of choice, whatever tune that you select. We try to submit it within a good, and we just trust that the judges that are selected are sharp enough to, you know, to pick it up and understand the essence of it.
Because
and it's not like in Trinidad where they have endless bands. It's just about 4 or 5 bands.
Tunes and they play it over and over at their homes.
And so we just trust that the judges will do the due diligence and listen to it.
How many new players do you have this year compared to?
Boy,
you have new players coming out.
I can't count it, to be
honest. That's a powerful statement.
Miss Mac would be able to tell you that.
One aspect of culture that's healthy. The youngsters love it. I just find we keep about the American and foreign Jamaican cultural penetration, but that's one aspect that has stood strong. I find the kids are in love with pan. At some point, I find, and I'm just saying, Shazzy is confirming the Convent Steel Band going over to Martinique for the National Music Festival. They're playing on the streets in Martinique. And the Convent is one of the main little factories, you know, producing the pan players. They've been consistent for 30 years now. Ivan Smith and the pan program.
Ivan has produced quite a few excellent players.
And you understand why the cry is constant for them to be pan sites in all the schools. You can imagine the impact, you know. Kids have to now go and look. Do you have a program, an ongoing program all year at Babono?
No, the only thing we started recently was the juniors, pan juniors.
Right.
It's just a time thing, you know, because of my work. I cannot find the time to go in.
Can you not delegate to one of the younger players to run the classes with youngsters and so?
Well, yeah. Well, the thing we started was the junior program, so they come and they do that. But to go into the schools is just a little logistical problem.
Yeah, not the school.
Babono
has one, right?
Yeah, we have one.
Babono has one. Tell us what you'd like to see in the pan movement, pan in St. Lucia, what you'd like to see added, improved, introduced for pan and the grooves.
You know, we had a meeting recently with the president of Pan Trinbago, and she said, you know, like there's actually, I think the ministry has a program where all schools have pan, you know, and I guess it would be quite an undertaking in terms of funding and thing, but I think we could start somewhere and try to put pan, you know, in every school. It doesn't
or
have
work
to be
towards
any-
that. Or
Yeah,
at
yeah,
least
yeah.
zones where maybe Miko and Viewfort could share, access
Yeah.
to the pan. So
Yeah, so
at least as a start, you've seen it really paid dividends when there is a program. You've
Yeah.
seen the fruit of it. Alison Mackey, your final words to your fellow pan players and to St. Lucians.
Come out and enjoy the show. And it's not just about coming to a show. Just remember that when you come into that, you're supporting the development of the youth in St. Lucia. It's a positive avenue going into PAN. And just know that even if you like PAN, I still feel you should come.
Right. Also, I want to encourage people
Yeah.
to go to the Panyards, your Panyards, the
Yeah.
Panyard Limes, Crystal is up at just lower down the cultural center in the NIC parking lot. It's Crystal, that's fantastic. Allison is on the Grand River Road next to Twist. Many solutions will know that well for other reasons, but next to Twist is the Babuno, a very nice pan shed. At the entrance to Groseley is Torty. We have Library. A big community vibe there. We really want to encourage the pan lines. That's a big thing in Trinidad, as you know, you live in Trinidad, you know it well. That is a big thing. And I find Von Charles, big up Von Charles, one of the people always encourage, always constant at the pan lines going around. That is a big thing to encourage here as you get to know the tunes. I just, from a little boy, like to sense the tunes taking shape, as we go closer after they finish the drills and so on.
Yeah.
So your final word to St. Lucians, just come out and support the pan.
Come out and support the PAN. Do it for the youths. Come out and support the PAN.
85 to 90 players by hour.
Yeah.
Beating
Yeah,
ready.
and-
For the youngsters who are interested, how long do you think it would take to learn the instrument?
If you committed, you in 1 year, you see, the thing is, most of them join. Well, we have the junior program now, but most of them would have been joining just around Panorama time. So if you really committed, you cook it in a couple months, because you have to learn the tune. You have to learn the song and all my madness. You have to be able to execute it. So it's like a baptism by fire kind of thing. After that, 2-3 years.
Well, give me, not in order. Give me 4 of the sharpest pan men in St. Lucia. Leave yourself out, apart from you.
Me? Well,
give me 4 really impressive.
I'm not sharp, but
as ace pan men.
Ace pan men?
Give me 4 names. Yeah.
Well, why you want to do me that?
No, not in order, just 4
Oh,
names.
not in alphabetical order?
Impressive. Yeah. Any random order, yeah.
Okay, well, you have my captain for sure.
Bubbles.
That's Bubbles. And you have Larry, obviously.
Larry.
You have Menasa.
Menasa is sharp, yeah.
Shazi is good too.
Yeah.
I could name a few. You have Prim from Fantastic. You have Denison from Fantastic. These guys.
You call Pantime yet? Pantime.
Oh, Pantime. You have Kala.
From Pantime.
What makes them great? What makes them the best?
Well, it's just the ability to catch fast and to memorize.
And to execute too.
Sometimes, like, I'm somebody, like, I remember once I was playing Flufa, and he gave me endless music. I was able to play it one time. Then he said, okay, play everything now. And I couldn't do it.
Okay.
But they have these guys who could absorb,
right.
and then just play it.
Yeah.
Bubbles is like that.
Okay.
Larry is like that.
Okay, they're really sharp. Skill and absorbing it by like the execution.
The
wrist,
So it has nothing to do with reading and playing. That's nothing to do with that.
Reading is an aid to just like, for example, let's say I'm not there to teach it to you,
right.
and I send you the score and maybe the audio. Then the reading would help because the reading would confirm what you're hearing on the audio.
Yeah.
You know that
but
kind of thing.
My real pan when I read is fed by ear. Just absorb that instinct and let's go.
One thing is you know a song.
Right.
You never heard a song before.
Right.
They give you a music sheet and a pan and you play. That to me that would make you great.
No, music sheet easy. It's without music sheets. When a man who cannot read that, Alison, he could still execute. Not so?
Both of them have their merits.
Music sheet. Music sheet you could read.
One saying is you've never heard this song before.
Right.
To play by ear, you have to the song. Play by ear.
Right.
I'm saying you never heard this
Oh,
song.
never. Just one time. I understand.
And you just read and you play?
Yeah.
Well, but let me tell you. So why you want to put pressure? Not only horn men in St. Lucia could do that, huh?
I understand.
Yeah, but that's what makes a great musician.
Never heard a song before. Never.
And yes, I understood John. I understood John Bailey is very good at that. Like you just read it down, but you still have to analyze before you read. They don't just come and just read.
I know that's what
you have to look at it, analyze it, and when you come.
Normally, a man has the time to do that in a rehearsal.
Yeah, right, exactly.
But I was saying, real genius would be you put you on a stage, put your instrument, and they hand you the sheets now. Just run.
Yeah, well, that I'm saying that's not just for pan. That's for any instrument.
I agree. It's a big challenge for any.
It's a big challenge.
Good
trust
point,
me.
Iowa. Really, that'll be a good test. A really good
Yeah.
test, you know.
Yeah.
Alison Mackey has been great. We had to have him again, Iowa, before the actual panorama. We want all the pan leaders to come through. Crystal, Chiki and Torti and Quail and Company from Labrie join us here as we build up to this wonderful instrument. The last point, I want to heal up your partner Lenny Stone gone.
Yes,
real
yes,
collaborator.
yeah.
Lenny
So
Stone, huh?
right, Lenny was the first one who put lyrics to my originals. Right,
Okay.
he was the first one. He did you know,
Music or lyrics?
lyrics.
Lyrics, yeah.
Yeah, I know you know. He did in 2005.
Right.
He did Pan People,
Pan, yeah,
and then he did Happy Panish in 2004.
some nice compositions.
Yeah,
there.
yes. So Happy was not Happy.
Lenny Stone.
Was the one who started first, and then I started working with Happy too. Right, so we're going to miss Lenny.
Yeah, a composer and really supporter of the pan. And the very last one I was alluding to, the standardization. People are knocking your pan men around the world. All instruments are standardized. A keyboard, you know where to find all. Pans have all different charts. You leave one pan.
Well, the tenor, double tenor, seconds, guitars are standardized.
Since how many years?
That's standardized.
How many years now?
It's a while.
Okay.
But you find from cellos going back. Cellos within the pan you get the thing, but the drums themselves
Right, I
are arranged
understand.
differently.
Yeah, because that's a complaint for a number
And
of years.
and with the bass too. So it's kind of
It's getting there.
It's getting there.
Yeah. Remember that there's a complaint TC Brown sang about that the pan not standard. Every instrument different, the chart different. Every pan room you go a different. You have to learn it. As instruments should be standardized, you know, so you follow the charts.
Yeah.
Also,
Yeah.
well, Alison saying they made progress in that regard. Wonderful conversation with Alison Markey, a real musical legend, a mixture of theory and the practical here on St. Lucia as we continue. And good work in the jazz. I see you earning your place in the jazz festival as you go through. Lufa Francois, a lot of time for you, a lot of time for you, which says a lot. So does Boeingson and a number of the others. I will be teasing a little more steel band, but people liking it. Before we go to, we have Ricardo. We have to run some of the calypso, those who made it, and start making our point about the way forward. And Ave Clash here, your Ave Maria girls here, they're going to mash up the place. When is the show, Ricardo? Next week, Thursday, so they come and warm it up here for us before we end. We gain our little pan.
Rise and Shine one. Rise and Shine Brown. He did Rise and Shine a couple of years.
That was a song.
2001.
Interesting, Poppy, here. 2001, controversy, boy. Morgie ended up getting a bad backstage. He don't need true fee because Calypso hot. More gave some real top Calypsos and put in fire. And Brownie came with I Like with Solange and this pan song. They say, a pan song and I Like it, you could win a crown. Remember that? Noise, the talk shows hot. Remember, Poppy?
Yes.
You see how TC Brown could win a crown with a pan song. But the point you're making constantly in the program is the theme chosen, the topic, and how, not so Claude Paul, how you bring it out in the Calypso, your writing, development of theme, the mood, expression, different literary techniques. That is what Sparrow won with Sasai, speaking about a woman and his sexual exploits. He won with both of them, how you're checking two sisters, is how you develop the theme. And so this stuff. C.C. Brown has a song called Groovy Folk. Remember that song? Say, play Groovy Folk for me. I find that song wonderful. That could win a crown on any given year on a score sheet for Calypso. So it's not, you don't have to sing social and political commentary to win a crown, you know. And you did with that song, Iowa, Rise and Shine. Remember that, Poppy?
Rise and Shine. Rise and Shine on Vaval Central.
Brong it, a diamond still pan, yeah. What you want?
Morning, Vaval Central.
We got to preserve we pan. All the islands of the Caribbean. This is something I cannot understand. Try to purchase a pan. As Mr. Brown, he ain't got none. Please take this seriously. We should be free of this misery. The whole world watching, and we still joking. Tune us, wake up and do something. Tell me what is really sweeter than pan. See this art form as a part of God's plan. Pan man, time to wake up. Pan woman, time to move up. Let's get past the pain and struggle. Let's move to another level. Together we'll raise the standard high, 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 high. Pan man, pan woman, it's time to rise and shine. Come on. Play a pan.
Morning Vaval Central.
Standardization of pan. Come together and formulate a plan. 3 different chats of a 10 a pan. Extra here and extra there. It's high time we make it clear, so we can play without any fear. Country to country, and we will feel free. Playing sweet and in harmony. Tell me what is really sweeter than pan. See this art form as a part of God's plan. Pan man, time to wake up. Pan woman, time to move up. Let's get past the pain and struggle. Let's move to another level. Together we'll raise the standard high, 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 high. Pan man, pan woman, it's time to rise and shine.
Rise and shine, Kitty.
Rise and shine to the time check hour.
To the time check, 9 o'clock. Time check brought to you by Ferris Food.
Yes, as we say, we're enjoying this, Alison. We'd rather have them chats more often, Alison. We want to shout out Gregory Emmanuel Shining, the skip, as we call him. He wrote that song. He good well composed. You see the crisp lyrics, Poopy? Well written, nice lines, nice, You approve, Alison? I see you nodding there.
Yeah.
Well written. He's written some very good songs. The Groovy Folk, one of my favorite boys. Well written, nice lines. Some of the calypso writers could take a cue from him, how nice and smooth the lines are, and just fitting in crisply. So good luck, Alison. Marquis, as you leave us, and we'll have you again before Panorama when the nights get long. Alison, Marquis, the guys gunning for you this year.
Yeah.
You've gone with your new tune with Ready. Interesting to see how that plays out. Thank you, Alison.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you. Speaking of something, just a little history before we go to a break, Iowa, and before we go to the Ave Maria students and also Ricardo, one of the semi-finalists this year. You're in both categories, Mr. Ricardo? You're in both, right? Goofy and Power. Before we go to that, let's go a little history. Intercommercial is a big one. Next week is your meeting. Next week, Tuesday, a big meeting, Intercommercial. About 20 participants this year. Is big. Poopy, looking forward to that. One of the most enjoyable, fun events. Really, vibes from the start in Cultural Center, inside and out. Looking forward to that. But before that, we cue into when she starts singing.
Yeah.
We are going to pay homage to, we just did so to Gregory Shining Emmanuel, one of the best pan arrangers, leaders, and songwriters. Davis Felix was the winner of the first ever intercommercial competition in St. Lucia. The first year, what year was that, Poopy? The first intercommercial.
You have me there, tell you.
2002, outside the Cultural Center. The first singer was a guy from Tourist Board. He used to sing Temper. He used to sing in TOT10. Temper was the first, he represented Tourist Board. First man on stage in the history of intercommercial was Temper. The first winner was Davis Felix. Christopher Hunt plays that year with Mallory. She beat Hunt with Mallory, remember? Right. Another one of the best composers. That's a fantastic song, you know.
Very good.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So we go in paying respect to Davis Felix as she won the first ever intercommercial. That's 23 years ago in Iowa.
What?
I had the pleasure of introducing that puppy to St. Lucia Carnival intercommercial calypso first, right? 2002, and Davis Felix, here's how she sounded on that night. Davis, big up yourself.
Caribbean unity is what we need. Every time our leaders meet at them regional summit, let us only talk about integration. But when they leave the meeting, after talking, drinking it in, they are further apart in my observation. Still Bajans and Tunis argue on the fishing boundaries issues. Printing need passport to land it before. If that is integration, then we make it sport. Like we stand, divided we fall. We must integrate because we are much too small. To take on the world alone would be like cockroach in front of fowl. So harden your heart, listen to my call. United we stand, divided we fall. United we stand, divided we fall. From Carnival Jazz Festival, our leaders don't learn at all. When locals and foreigners combine on the same stage, we see it happen in cricket. Men from all over we just get for our team, cause we know it will take a village to take on the rest of the world, to compete and take home the gold. We can't wait and wait to fully integrate. Free up barriers and have one Caribbean state. United we stand, divided we fall. We must integrate because we are much too small. To take on the world alone would be like cockroach in front of fowl. So harden your heart, listen to my call. United we stand, divided we fall. Woo! United we stand, divided we fall. United we stand, divided we fall. To our leader, I beg it. United we stand, divided. When Kenny married a tree, that was integration to me. But we can't seem to do it politically. SLTB and NCB merge into a new entity. They're stronger now, they form this banking monopoly. All who feel they could go alone, like the greedy dog and the bird, they end up bankrupt or some giant swallow them up. Selfishness and insularity we must stop. United we stand, divided we fall.
Davis and Vaval Central, Telly.
Davis Felix in fine form. You seen in the video Piper there, boy. Piper, long time Piper blew the sax. I think he made a little comeback, a cameo for jazz. But really great days there. The Pack Cultural Center yard packed, boy. From that first year, intercommercial, a big hit. Davis Felix, respect to you as the first ever winner. Niam Jabati is happy again, boy. Wrote that song. Happy winning the first ever title. He won, of course, again. The girl singing out Divine Dosha. She won, of course, happy writing again. And also people like Kendall John did a double. He won it twice. Outstanding through the years, a great competition. That was the era of. That's Alvin Saltibus we seen on the video there from court. He was in great demand to act as Kenny, remember? He was a Kenny lookalike, so he was always on stage, boy, as he came through. The aspect you must speak of, Poppy, is that presentation, and the dramas really as in presentation, different incidents. But we're going, Iowa says, to a break and coming back with Ricardo. He's not playing this year in both semis of both Groovy and Power. Going to belt first, and well time didn't even know that his Ave Clash people are here, the youngsters from Ave Maria, to prepare for the soca upcoming. Iowa.
Thank you very much, Teddy. Vaval Central and the Caribbean Sound is sponsored by the Carnival Planning and Management Committee, the Carnival Music Management Committee, Creamery Novelties, Harris Paints, the Computer Store, Quartz, bringing value home, Grace Tropical Rhythms Juices.
I'm feeling for something special, something good, something tasty, something smooth. When I think about all the flavors I can savor, I gotta have Farron's ice cream.
I wanna have, I need to have a flavor that makes me glad. But the way I feel, it must be Farron's ice cream. Chocolate coated ice cream bars, cream sippers I gotta have. Give me some fat-free yogurt I need.
Farron's ice cream,
Farron's ice cream,
it's so delicious. Farron's ice cream,
Farron's
tastes so good. Farron's ice cream, oh, I gotta have it, 'cause only the best will do.
Farron's ice cream, bringing back delicious memories.
St. Lucia, are you ready to feel the vibes? The National Groovy and Power Semifinals is coming your way on Friday, June 27th from 6 p.m. at the National Cultural Center grounds. Come support your favorite soca artists as they bring the heat and battle for a spot in the finals. Admission is just $20, so grab your crew for the ultimate after-work line and come wave your rag on June 27th at the NCC. Feel the vibes, embody the spirit. Lucian Carnival, nothing sweeter than that.
Are you a small business owner looking for dependable IT support? Then look no further. TCS has the solutions to all your IT needs. Our experienced and qualified team of IT professionals has all your IT solutions. We provide wired and wireless networking, point of sale solutions, network security, data backup and recovery solutions, desktops and laptops, computer hardware and software, computer accessories, inks, toners, and much more. Don't let IT solutions cripple your operations or your ability to serve your clients. Call us today at 450-4638 or visit us on the ground floor of the American Drywall Building at Vidbute. The Computer Store, meeting your demands in the IT world.
St. Lucia, it's the Battle of the Titans. Newcomers and veterans clash on one stage in the National Calypso Semifinals. Sunday, June 29th from 4 p.m. at the National Cultural Center. They're bringing the fire, the lyrics, and the punchlines, all for a chance to compete in the National Calypso Monarch Finals. Advance tickets are just $40. Pay more at the door. Feel the vibes. Embody the spirit. Lucian Carnival. Nothing sweeter than that.
Shop with confidence at Quartz. Get the lowest prices guaranteed. Get appliances, furniture, electronics, and so much more. If you find a lower price on any other products elsewhere, we'll match the price. Plus, we'll give you back 110% of the difference. Shop with confidence only at Quartz. Bringing value home. Special conditions apply.
Oh, I've got this feeling to high-five the sun, dance in the rain, and have my scoop of fun. I'm on my way to flavor my day with something new, and I've got room for you. Let loose and live a little, get close and share a little, give in and taste a little. You'll fall in love with Creamery Novelty. Love life and live a little, get close and share a little, give in and taste a little. You'll fall in love with Creamery Novelty.
Enjoy Creamy Novelties ice cream, distributed by Farron's Foods. Live a little.
Grace Tropical Rhythms, join the rhythm. Distributed in St. Lucia by Acado Limited.
And we're back, Vaval Central on the Caribbean Sound, Teddy.
Yep, I was Vaval Central. Good morning, Ave Maria. Good morning.
Good morning.
Morning.
I would like still to do something every year when you come. After 3, you say good morning, Vaval Central. Okay, we're going to record it. After 3, hello. After 3, what you're saying?
Good morning, Vaval Central.
Okay, let's do it properly. 1, 2, 3.
Good morning, Vaval Central.
You like that, Iowa?
Yeah, that was
very good. Mr. Iowa is happy now. Good morning,
thank you.
Vaval Central. So, Avi Clash is here. You have the little MC to tell us about Avi Clash. Who's going to speak? She has all the information? Ricardo, you good boy, eh? What?
Hold it, just hold it. Just hold the mic. Yeah.
Good morning, Vaval Central. My name is Toy Alexander from the Ave Maria School, and we'll talk to you about Ave Clash this morning.
Okay, you'll get a little more. Before that, you'll hear your teacher, Mr. Embert, singing for you. Which one are you going to first for Ricardo? Ricardo, how does it feel being in the semis of both? You are a teacher at Ave Maria and is well pleased that he heard you this morning. Yeah, that you are well placed with your fans, your students supporting you. How does it feel being in both? I know you.
It's a good feeling. I mean, coming back after, already 2 years ago, I came and I got a good licking in the Soca Monarch. But coming back now, it's a good feeling just to be able to share the stage again with so many great icons. So, yeah, man, great feeling. Honestly, love to be back.
Okay, in what way you think you're better prepared? In what area? How are you better prepared for being on the big stage? The big yard, as we call it.
Yeah, I feel like it was good for me taking time off to just focus on me as an artist, as an individual, building my brand. For sure, I can say in the groovy, for sure, I feel a lot more comfortable. This is my first time doing power, so I'm a little, nervous about it, but. Yeah, man, I'm ready, man.
But you
yeah,
get good response to the
yeah,
song,
man, great responses, great traction.
Okay.
And thanks to everybody for the love so far. I appreciate it.
The challenge is, because it has a mellow part, and you go into the trend, the recent trend, as started by people like Skinny, the collaboration Skinny and Nyla, and
Yeah,
then
man.
Michael Teacher, where you have the little mellow part, more philosophical about life, and
Right,
then pelting away like a
right.
power. So
Yeah, man.
you reason, you think, you reflect, but you party in the end of the song.
Definitely. Freedom is an ode to soca music. I mean, soca is what makes us feel free, and it connects all of us as a Caribbean people. So I just felt like I just needed to give something from the heart to soca itself.
Right. You running the groovy first, Iowa?
The groovy first. Groovy, Kano, all
my time.
All my time. I'll be there. All my time. All my time on Vaval Central. Ready?
The students listen. Students don't listen to that. I heard that's a love song for somebody, Ricardo.
Yeah, it's a song from the heart to somebody.
Wow.
Yeah, she listening,
She listening. Okay.
Yeah, she listening to you all
Students are
there.
your business, boy. Yeah.
Ready?
Yeah. They're like,
Let's go.
Yeah. Big tune. Come on.
I wanna spend all my time with you, my baby. Girl, you are amazing. The future is clear through your eyes. A mother to my baby. You are my first lady.
Come on, let's go, yeah.
I'm never holding back. All of this love I got for you. When you got my back, no other girl can replace you. Girl, without your love, tell me what am I to do? Hey, all of my love, baby. See, girl, you got it. The warmth of your touch, darling, feels good on my skin. I'm here on one knee, baby girl, I don't wanna leave. Will you marry me? I wanna spend all my time with you, my baby. Girl, you are amazing. The future is clear through your eyes. Mother to my baby, you are my first lady. Oh, I wanna spend all my time with you, my baby. Girl, you are amazing. The future is clear through your eyes. Mother to my baby, you are my first lady. Oh.
tonight she's something special, this angel. This woman is a rock so resilient. Girl, you are made with love, straight from the stars above, and make me wanna give you this world, all of my love, baby. So girl, you got it, the warmth of your touch, darling, feels good on my skin. I'm here on one knee, baby girl, I don't wanna leave. Will you marry me? I wanna spend all my time with you, my baby. And girl, you are amazing. The future is clear through your eyes. Mother to my baby, you are my first lady. I wanna spend all my time with you, my baby. And girl, you are amazing. The future is clear through your eyes. Mother to my baby, you are my first lady. Yeah, man.
Big tune, big tune, big
Avi
tune.
Clash in the house. Everybody excited to see all Avi Clash. All the former Ave Maria girls here seeing. They're looking forward to you all. Of course, a big one tomorrow is the Motorcade, the Queen Show, National Queen Show Motorcade, over starting Cultural Center, going on to the square, and then heading to Rodney Bay, the marina, and back. So a chance for everyone to see the National Carnival Queens on parade in their motorcades. The sponsors investing a lot in that big motorcade. Of course, Cicero is where we are this weekend. The Queen Show tomorrow night in Cicero.
Nice.
Miss Cicero is a big one. The whole community coming there. Miss Brown and team. Ernest Hilaire, big up yourself. Your big day come tomorrow. And of course, Sunday we're on the road in Cicero. Invasion band on the truck. We mad. You got your package? You don't have your package for you? Yeah. Your bandana and all? Yeah, your head tie and give you room. Your bottle, your water bottle. Yeah, man. And you're not easy at all.
I'm ready.
Tomorrow.
For sure.
Cicero, we on you. Tomorrow night and Sunday. What band you in? What section you in now?
And the blues. The same section.
Cicero, we on you this weekend. We going last weekend. We were in the street party with Gozile. Kirby, big up yourself. And this weekend we're going to the Queen Show tomorrow night. Vibes, everybody's saying Monkey Tongue and so making noise. The Gulf and Rivalry, and the Sunday Invasion band leading the all artists passing through on the road in Cicero. We now go to Mr. Imbert before we go to the students. Mr. Imbert, Ricardo, you there with your students?
Ricardo, you don't know.
Let's go.
Sasha.
We're going a power song that people really like. The composition, they love it. Let's go with Ricardo.
Big up Wade on that one time, you know.
Wade is the composer, the producer.
Right, yeah, but the writer, you know. Like I told him the thought and he just put it to paper, and I really appreciate that for both, actually, both All My Time and Freedom. And let me tell you, Wade is just an amazing person.
Hold it. I wanna jump up and touch, but blessed moments aside now, let's live in this moment. Reach out to touch the skies. Hold up, bounce and take off with flight. Now let me see them flags up, flags up. Wave and let we mash up the place. Freedom for all my people. Dancing tonight and space. And this is freedom, yeah. Jump up and wave with. So flags up, flags up. Wave and let we mash up the place. How you mean? The soca is my legacy. What's connecting you and me? From the other side of the sea, this thing may call we family. I wanna see my people rise up, jump and wave, misbehave. All are we dancing up in the streets, cause we free, yes we free, yeah. To wind up, yeah, and jam up, yeah, and break away. No matter what you are, we just rocking right now. Everybody just rock with me, so say. We gonna be jump up and touch the stars tonight. Worries aside now, let's live in this moment. Reach out, we can jump inside here, you know. We jumping inside here, we go. 1, 2, 3, flags up, how you been? Wave and let we mash up the freedom for all my people. Dancing tonight and space. And this is freedom, yeah. Jump up and wave with me. Rags up, how you mean? And that's what we doing next week Friday, one time at Sammy's. How are we doing? We're gonna jump up, wind up, free up. How you mean? Freedom in the place, yeah. Jump up, wind up, free up. So let me jump up and touch the stars tonight. War is a sign now, let's live in this moment. Reach out to touch the skies. Hold our bunks and take off with. Now let me see them flags up, flags up. Wave and let we mash up the place. Freedom for all my people. Dancing tonight and space. And this is freedom, yeah. Oh, no. Flags up. Wave and let we mash up the place. How you mean? Next week Friday it's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be a movie. Be there, be there. $20, Mr. Cultural Center grounds. How you mean? Be there, be there. Yeah, man, be there. Next week Friday we there. Yeah, man. Big tune, big
Ricardo,
tune.
good work from you with both of your tunes, and
Thank you.
Good luck as you go to the Ave Maria students. So we're going
for sure.
Which you going first? With one verse and chorus each person. Calypso first.
Yes.
Let's go.
Sorry,
The name and just your verse and chorus. Hold it for them, Ricardo. Keep holding it. Yeah. Go ahead.
Okay. So she can just go.
Who's first?
Teddy. Kehlani, go. Introduce yourself.
Oh, sorry. My name is Kehlani Augustine. My sobriquet is the Mighty Informer, and my song's name is Standing Strong. Don't watch my size, I might be small, but I'm not afraid to stand up tall. Every day I go to school and learn not to feel hurt. Every day people cross the line, say they discipline, but they ain't fine. I have a right, I have a voice, that is my choice. So I standing strong, and I won't back down. Even when trouble come around, I still speaking out, cause I proud. I am a child, and I saying it loud. No more fear, no more excuse. Time to stop this child abuse.
Nice. Who's next?
My name is Anaya Faswa, and my sobriquet is The Analyzer, and my song's name is Crime Don't Play. Imagine your mother working 2 hard jobs just to feed you and to keep you away from the mob. She pray every night that you don't fall in this slum, asking God every night to see the star you'd become. And it's a shame that you go astray, bringing disgrace to your mother's name. And behind your chains and your big display is a price coming with no delay. 'Cause crime don't play. Don't mind what they say. All of them 6 and all of them 7, fighting for tough like it's piece of heaven. It doesn't pay. Crime don't play. Not in any way. Our youth is dying while my mother's out there bawling. Crime don't play.
Next, any more Calypso? One more?
My name is Kate Fiedor. My sobriquet is The Messenger, and my song is Grateful You Must Always Be. As a girl, I love to run and play, skip about, and just being gay till one day I stopped in my tracks in the yard. I had to back, for I saw a girl no older than me, and her face, it looked so happy. I thought she was in great pain and discomfort, but no, she walked to her chosen spot, controlling her walker easily as she trot. So pay attention, listen to me. Grateful you must always be. 'Cause there's always somebody who does not seem as free. Whisper a prayer as you pass them by and give them a little smile. For the more grateful that you grow, the more your blessings will flow.
Good stuff, good stuff, good stuff. The first groovy?
Yes.
Right.
My name is Tori Alexander. My sobriquet is Misty, and I'll be performing in the groovy category. My song is entitled Hush Your Mouth. Right now is good energy, no negativity. We come to get it tired. Oh, so if you see me happy, moving my little body, don't try to spoil it for me. Oh, I come out to wine now and have a time. Get on with my friends now and have a time. Stop all of the talking. Right now that we misbehaving. If you say it's fat, you fatting. Well, that's what I want you to do. Hush your mouth and whine. Stop talking and whine. Hush your mouth and whine. Stop talking and whine. Hush your mouth and whine. Stop talking and whine. Hush your mouth and whine. Stop talking and is no kind of talking. In we zone, in we zone, in we zone, in we zone is no kind of talking. In we zone, in we zone, in we zone, in we zone. Sing, hush your mouth and whine. Stop talking and whine. Hush your mouth and whine. Stop talking and whine. Hush your mouth and whine. Stop talking and whine. Hush your mouth and whine. Stop talking and...
Groovy boy. Groovy again?
Yes.
My name is Vianney Mark. My sobriquet is Bacchanali's. And the title of my song is Mood. Are you ready?
Ready.
Alright. I's a mood, once I get in the groove, I overdoing it, I overdoing it. Oh, so don't stop, let me jump up, don't stop, let me wind up, don't stop, let me free up myself. Yeah, don't stop, let me jump up, don't stop, let me wind up. Don't stop, let me free up myself. Yeah, listen. The energy is high, I can't control myself. I feeling alive, like I under a spell. But I don't mind, I loving this feeling. Losing my mind, I don't need no healing. Turn the music way up, let the bass line roll up. Once the music pull up, semi bad. Turn the music way up, let the bass line roll up. Once the music pull up, I's a mood, once I get in the groove, I overdoing it, I overdoing it. Oh, na. Thank you.
My name is Akira Lewis. I'll be singing the power segment. My sobriquet is Tipima, and the name of my song is Over Your Head.
That's Tipima?
Yes.
You have to sing your song first after, okay?
Okay.
Yeah.
Tipima, let's go. Light it up, babes.
Find something on the ground, put it over your head. Find something on the ground and just put it over your head. Find something on the ground, put it over your head. Find something on the ground and just put it over your head. Now make it shake, shake it, shake it, shake it. Just make it shake, shake it, shake it, shake it. Now make it shake, shake it, shake it, shake it. Now make it shake, shake it. Whoa, could be your raga bottle, or even your uncle. Could be your hair, I don't care. Make the whole place buckle. Hold something and tremble. Show them we not simple. Now on your mark, get set for the rumble. Say find something on the ground, put it over your head. Find something on the ground and just put it over your head.
Find something on the ground, put it over your head. Find something on the ground and just put it over your head. Now make it shake, shake it, shake it, shake it. Just make it shake, shake it, shake it, shake it. Now make it shake, shake it, shake it, shake it. Just make it shake, shake it. Whoa.
I am Jatoya Jules, my sobriquet is Soca Storm, and my song is entitled Lash Up. I am Jatoya, baddest Ave Maria, hotter than Lady Lava, stronger than any fighter. Bap bap bap, I pull up like umpire, run it up like a sprinter, hot it up like a lighter. Alright, alright, alright. They think they bad, they don't see budget. They don't see bad, they don't see budget. They think they bad, they don't see budget. They don't see bad, they don't see budget. I make the place lash up, lash up, lash up. I make the place mash up, mash up, mash up. I make the place lash up, lash up, lash up. I make the place mash up, mash up, mash up.
So maybe you could tell us who wrote the songs, Ricardo? Who wrote most of these songs?
So the one of the calypsos is written by Miss Ja Charles, Addie. Of course, she has to be a part of this. Cannot leave her out. I mean, most of the songs written by myself, and we also have Yandy J, who wrote "Standing Strong," for Kilani. So
you wrote all these songs by?
Yeah, man. I was in my zone this year. And Vianney, Vianney wrote as well this year. She wrote Power this year as well. And last year she wrote for TPMA last year. Our My Girl last. Yes, Our is her song. Yeah, man. I forgot. So sorry.
Yeah.
And Tori as well. Yeah, man.
That's good. Nice table developing. If you had that in all the schools, really positive. The RC boys coming through next week also. There's still good kinship between the two schools. You'll support each other a lot.
Definitely. RC come across, the girls go across to RC for RC Jam. Yeah, man. Don't say that.
Don't fight with the boys there. You know, the boys say you're always fighting with them. That's true?
I know. He's set up
All right, so you're going to end just with one verse and chorus from TPMA. TPMA, give us our.
And then you'll have to see when is our show goes.
Right. The show is when? TPMA, when's the show?
On the 26th of June
That's
at
next
the Ave
weekend.
School Grounds
Friday?
at 1 p.m.
Thursday, 1 p.m. So Uncle Iwan, I invited. You can come?
Yeah, you'll have to call me, but put your money out because it's going to be hot.
No complimentaries, Iwan. No complimentaries. No complimentary tickets.
It's going to be hot.
That's why they call it TP Mama, yeah? That's wild, TP Mama.
Of course, it's going to be wild. Let's have a clash. We
Right.
clash, innit?
Yeah. Let's go.
They put you to solve my problem, you can't even do it. Even English and science, my girl, you can't even do it. But my girl, all you know how to do is fix up your edges. In the people's school mirror, you touching up your lips. Hey, our my girl. Our my girl. Our top girl. That's wild. Our my girl. Our my girl. Our top girl. That's wild.
We on Ave Maria next Thursday. Before that, as we say, big up the big motorcade tomorrow. The National Carnival Queen starting Cultural Center 10 o'clock and going all up through Rodney Bay. And then the marina back to a big performance over at Rodney Bay. Also Cicero on fire this weekend. They have the big Queen show on Saturday night in Cicero. And on Sunday, you do have, with the big jump up invasion band on the truck, all national artists and those from Cicero will be on testing the tunes, pushing before the soca semi-finals. All roads lead to Cicero, and before that, looking out for the motorcade along the highway. Next Thursday, we come into Ave Maria in big numbers, 1 o'clock over in the yard, right? Yes. In the yard. Kaiso followed by Groovy. And who winning next Thursday? Everybody? Yes, so we'll see. You all have your fans, right? Your t-shirts, your rags to come through. And the parents allowed? The parents will be there.
Everybody.
What's the admission again for adults?
$10 everyone.
Everyone, kids or adults?
Everyone.
Everyone. All right. Thank you. Ave Maria, keep up the tradition. You've been doing very well. Keep it up. As we end, what song are we going out with? You know, that's so to go.
That's our 10th anniversary.
Oh, but you didn't tell us that. That's a big 10th anniversary. Spokesperson. Yeah. 10th anniversary. Miss Fouché, Adi, and all the rest of the team. Valerie Henry, the principal. I will give them a tune to go out.
Yeah, I go in everywhere. Yeah, I go in every mass. But I go, yeah, I got every glass. Pull up in the first, but I live in last. 20 said 40, but I the quarter pass.